been on the show twice because of your little interview with Michelle Bachmann. We're going to play it again one more time at the World War II Memorial, where miraculously she just happened to show up the same time the World War II vets in their wheelchairs and the TV cameras showed up. Here she is.
Well, every day there's a shutdown. We're going to be here to make sure the veterans get in. There'll be some members of Congress here to make sure they get in.
But isn't it Congress that shut the memorial down?
No, absolutely not. Because what we did is we sent over 4 different funding bills to fully fund government to fund this memorial to make sure it shuts down. We sent them over, and Harry Reid refused to even look at them, and President Obama wouldn't deal at all.
There it is.
That's me.
That's you.
Where did that audio come from?
No, we've played it twice already. Now 3 times. Yeah. So Congress had nothing to do with shutting down the memorial, right?
Yeah, she's not the only one who said this. So yesterday, obviously Tuesday was the day.
Question. Yeah.
Tuesday was the day that that the government shut down and the shutdown began. Yeah. And then this whole thing happened, and it wasn't just her. So she was down there saying this, and she was saying a lot of stuff about this. She was saying, we're going to keep it open, we're going to cut the ribbon and come every day. But also, even moderate Republicans, Senator Mark Kirk from Illinois was down there, and I interviewed him too, and he said basically the same thing that Michelle Bachmann said, which is really surprising, actually, in terms of what you expect from, we hear about this moderate wing is fighting this conservative wing of the GOP, and they don't want this shut down. And it was still from him, like, this is President Obama's fault, because Obamacare is going to be a nightmare for the Democrats, so he's just trying to force it through, and so that's why we're having this shutdown. Very similar stuff.
Well, you think it's surprising that all the Republicans got the same talking points?
Well, a quite interesting aside to this is that I also published a story with 2 of my colleagues, Jacob Fischler and Benny Johnson, later that day, where we spoke to one of the organizers of the event at the memorial on Tuesday, and he said that Michelle Bachmann just showed up and just started grandstanding, didn't do anything to help them, just kind of found every microphone that she could find.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Very interesting.
And yesterday basically everybody just said, all right, keep the damn thing open, right?
Well, yeah. What happened yesterday was I think sort of the people who run the Park Service met. The White House got involved a little bit, and they discovered, I think, what you'd call sort of a classic sort of DC loophole moment, where they can find some sort of way to make something happen. They found a thing called a First Amendment activity exemption that allows you to go if you're doing First Amendment activity, which sort of interestingly, I guess, kind of characterizes this honor flight thing, which brings in veterans from across the country to go and see this World War II memorial, sort of classifies it as a protest, which is interesting because it's definitely not a protest, but it's this is sort of what they're doing. And this applies to all memorials in D.C. now, as well as in Philadelphia. So it's they're not open to visitors. If you're a visitor, if you're a tourist, you will not be. Right. Not only can you not go in, you may be told to leave if you do go in. I mean, these barricades are not. It's not locked down tight. No. You can walk in there.
Yeah, the whole idea that the original news that came out about the World War II memorial was that there was this huge fence with these big padlocks and everything, and these people were busting through. I mean, it was hardly that at all. They just moved the little fences aside. So, but this gets to the Republican. The latest scheme is, okay, we shut down the government, but now we're going to pass a bill, agency by agency or office by office or memorial, to reopen things that we think will gain us some points, right?
That's right.
Is that strategy going to work?
Well, it's not going to work in terms of the fact that the Democrats are not going along with this. I mean, look, this is a lesson that we learned, that the entire nation learned under sequester, which was in the sequester situation. You had a law that nobody wanted. I mean, it's important to remember sequester was passed because nobody wanted it, and then it happened, and then there was some pain inflicted upon sort of your middle class or wealthier Americans, which would be these airline flight delays and airline lines to get into airplanes, to get into airports and security lines. And they immediately passed a fix. The president signed it. Democrats voted for it. Everybody sort of got on board with this idea. And now we have a sequester sort of it feels like maybe forever. And I think that when it comes to this situation, this piecemeal opening thing, it's a gambit that I think the Democrats are not going to go for this time. And so I think they're not going to do that.